flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. New Hampshire 1. This race continues. Things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day. Welcome to the Red Light Racing Series New Hampshire 90. We got 90 laps, 90 miles here in Loudon, New Hampshire. Should be a very exciting race. Tonight's race is the A-Class Cup car. So we're going to see the Monster Energy Cup cars go at it here tonight. Remember, this is a Scrambler Series. Last week we watched Keith Haney pick up the victory at Daytona. Tonight, however, that was in Xfinity. Tonight, however, is in the A-Class Cup car. Should be a very fun race. Going to be an exciting race. Not a very long race. This is one of the shortest races on the season, I'm pretty sure. So, not a very long race at all. Only 90 laps. But, like I said, it should be a very fun race here tonight. And anxious to get this race started. Like I said, Keith Haney already locked into the chase. Currently first in the points right now. 12 of the top drivers get in with wins or on points. Right now, Joshua Buckley currently second. Joe Burchett currently third. Jack Wells also tied for third. And Potter is also tied or out in fifth right now. So we'll be keeping an eye on how all this shakes up tonight. Like I said, and it was Bruce Potter, by the way. Sorry, I didn't mention his first name. It should be a fun race, though. We're getting ready to go through open qualifying here tonight. 10 minutes of qualifying, not 2 laps. So they'll be out on the track at the same time. We'll be broadcasting that as well. We're going to be pulling some people in and talking to them. And let's go ahead and see if, I don't think Haney is in here at the moment, so we're not going to pull him in just yet. We are going to pull a couple people in, though, during qualifying and talk to them and see how they're going to go about approaching it out. So far, out on track, we got 23 drivers currently with a lap put down. 24 drivers are here tonight, however. And right now, your fastest, James Skelton, with a 30.219 second lap. Jason Wells currently in second. I don't know why I said Jack Wells, by the way. It's Jason Wells. Currently in second right now with a 30.269. James Heater currently in third with a 30.289. And DJ Anderson, last year's season champion, out there in fourth place, followed by Eric Johnson, who is currently fifth right now out on the track. So, the race is about to get started. We're going to pause and get a national anthem in. Be right back, and let's get ready to go racing.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Back here in Loudon, New Hampshire, about to get this race going. We got 45 seconds right now left until qualifying gets underway. I'm going to go ahead and get my pick out of the way, and I'm going to go ahead and say that DJ Anderson will get the win here tonight at New Hampshire, and we'll see how it plays out here towards the end of the the season where he winds up and all that. However, next week, guys, we go to Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That is going to be for the Truck Series. I cannot wait to go to Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. It's going to be very fun. So we'll go there. We'll also see who gets the pole here tonight. Joe Burchett picked up the pole last week at Daytona. Will he be able to match that and go back-to-back poles and possibly a win? Last time, actually, this is the first time that we have raced here, with the exception, I take it back, we actually raced here last season, it looks like. And it was DJ Anderson picking up the win last year, and a total of 23 laps led. So we'll see if he's able to keep that up and see if he could get the win tonight. So that's interesting. And just looking through the field, trying to see who's all in here as qualifying gets ready to start out. We will be interviewing drivers during qualifying. We ain't going to jump right into it right away. Make sure everybody goes there to get a lap. But right now, out on track comes the driver of the number 51 Pedigree car. Coming out on track is DJ Anderson, last year's season champion, with an I rating of 3,384. New Hampshire Motor Speedway, a very unique track. Kind of like a big Martinsville, I guess would be the word. However, a different line. As we watch DJ start the green flag lap as he rolls down into turn number 1. Very tough turn number 1. He's going to slide a little bit high, which is what you want to do, so you can get to run out on exit of turn 2. Gets a little sideways there and does a good job of saving it currently. As he goes down into turn 3, his lap still will count. Coming through turns 3 and 4, this track is very hot. We'll get a look at the weather here in just a moment as well, and all the track conditions and all that. Coming off turn number 4, DJ Anderson will jump to the top of the board with his first lap of a 30.534, so he's going to need to improve a little bit on that. Joshua Butler in the number 99 Chevrolet coming out on track now. And this will actually be his first lap. 30.87853 puts him in 8th place at the moment. James Skelton jumps to the top of the board. Joe Burchett out on track as well. See how the number 926 does. It looks like he's going to slow down and pull it back into the pits. And we'll get another look here in just a minute at him. Daniel Haney out on track. He was really fast last week. Unfortunately, did not finish where he wanted to. Driver of the number 81 car. He's actually about to take the green flag here. Coming to the, or off turn 4. He's going to see the green flag waving for him, and his fast lap will be underway here at New Hampshire. As he works down into turn number 1 and 2. Very unique track, like I said, a very flat surface. I do want to let everybody know the track surface. As we work down into turn number 4, here comes the 81. Jumps up to 13th with a 30.767. He's going to be looking for more than that. Watching Brian Phillips right now as he's in traffic. We'll see if he's able to get a good lap with this or not. Currently 15th with a 31.069. The number 39 Chevrolet comes through turn number 4. Riding behind the 99 right now. He's going to put down his lap, and he will improve just a little bit, however, still keeps him in 15th. Joe Burchett about to roll out onto the track. Driver of the number 926 Overtake Toyota Camry from Overtake Motorsports. Also, he's got our logo on the back, which is awesome. Go back and look at a couple other guys. Here's Kyle Souza about to put down his first lap. Currently in the number 30 Ford Monster Energy car. First lap he will put down. Actually, that was his green flag lap now, so we'll continue watching him as he works down into turn number 1 and 2. Got a spin. That is the 86 around as James Skelton around at the end of turn 2, but we're going to stay green in qualifying right now. Here comes Kyle off turn 4. Will he be able to jump up to the top of the board? He will jump up quite a bit. Well, not as much as what I thought. Up to 18th right now. Definitely looking to improve on that lap. Let's bring in the driver of the number 18 car, if he's in here, James Heater, and I do not see him in here. So we will actually bring in Joe Burchett here in just a moment once he crosses the start-finish line. Currently in the 4th position and tied in 3rd in points. With that lap, he actually will take the green flag this lap once again, so we'll stay on board with him. Let's hop on board with Joe and ride with him. Actually gets a little bit of the wall there, I think, as the 86 once around, going to go around. Here comes Joe Burchett pulling it into pits. We'll actually get an interview with him real quick. Hey, Joe, you got a copy?
Yeah.
Man, currently sitting 4th right now on the charts. You think you got a little bit more in your car to get out there and try to run for the pole?
I'm gonna try to see what I can do here to pick up a little bit of time. Seems like they're getting a little bit lower than what they're doing in practice. It's gonna be hard for me to try to get the pole, but I'm definitely gonna give a shot at it.
How important is this race to continue what you did last week? You're 3rd right now in points. We're tied for 3rd. How important is this race coming in here, especially in the A-Cup car?
With it being a scrambler series, you got to show that you're good in all 3 of the cars that they're going to be running this year. Coming into here, this is a tough track for any of the 3 series, especially with the Cup car. So if you can get out of here and finish anywhere in the top 5 and even have a chance at a win, that's definitely showing that you're able to drive this this car anywhere.
All right, man. Go out there and see if you can get a pole. I'll be up here watching. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. That was Joe Burchett as he actually starting his green flag lap once again. We're going to pull down another driver here in just one moment, if I can find him. We'll try to pull in Joshua Buckley. We will pull him down. Currently 9th on the charts. Hey, Josh, you got a copy? Hey, Joshua, you got a copy? All right, so the number 2 not there at the moment. We'll get back with him and see if we can find someone else here that's not qualifying. You see Joe that was qualifying. I believe Jason Wells. Is he in here? He is. We'll pull him down and talk to him. Hey, Jason, you got me? And I don't know if Jason... Oh, there he is.
Yes, sir, I got you.
Man, right now you're currently 3rd on the board. I want to ask you kind of what I was just talking to Joe about a few moments ago. Coming here, this is the first race in the Cup Series for this season. How important is it to come out here and get a good finish?
With this league, I think it's going to be important everywhere to get a good finish. There's a lot of good drivers here. Actually, I like the Cup car better than any of them, so I'm looking for a pretty good night tonight.
We see the track temperature well over 115 degrees. That should play a factor with tire wear. How important are tires here to take care of?
Yeah, they're going to be pretty important. I think it's going to make turn 2 a trouble spot. A lot of people are going to get loose off of there, and I'm going to take it very easy through turn 2.
All right, man. Good luck. We'll be up here watching and go to see if you can get a win.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, buddy. That was Jason Wells, driver of the 64, currently 3rd right now out on the board. Here's James Skelton. You can see him. He is currently 1st. We was going to get an interview with DJ, who is in here, but we're going to wait and see how he does. We'll try to pull him down and get a quick interview with him after he does his run here in just a moment. As he works out onto the track. Coming through turn 3 and 4, you can really get a good sense of how flat these turns are, especially from this view. And the pit entry, you can kind of see how flat the turn is. Especially in these cars, you're going to have to work that brake bias quite a bit. And possibly even downshift to 3rd. I've seen a couple guys do that. Some guys will stand in 4th, but I think possibility we're going to see a lot of guys shifting down to 3rd and try to get to run out, just like you've seen right there. As the 51 is into the wall, he's going to pull down, try to get off track. There he goes. We'll see if he goes back out. If he does, I will not pull him down. I just want to see if he's going to go back out or not. He is, so I will not pull him down. Andy Lee, who I don't think is in here, he is not. So unless that's him right there, and I don't know if it is or not. We'll try to see. Give me just a second. I don't know if that's him up in the chat or not, to be completely honest. Let me look. I think we got Joshua Buckley. We do. We'll go ahead and pull him down here and get a quick interview with him. Hey, Josh, you got a copy?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man, currently 9th on the board. I want to ask you the same question that I asked everybody else. Right now, you're second in points, so you got a little bit of advantage. Only a couple points, of course. But how important is this race? It is the first Cup race of the series, of the season, at New Hampshire. How important is it to go out here and get a good run tonight?
The more points, the better. That's really the easiest way to explain it. You always want to run good at tougher tracks, because if you can run good here, especially with the track temp we have, it's pretty hot and pretty slick. So if you get a good run here, it builds confidence going on the next race and the next one.
There's always pressure when it comes to a Scrambler Series because of all the different cars we drive, and you see who the best driver is all season. However, your season only has 8 races. I'm sorry, is it 8 or 9? I believe it's 9. 9 races, I believe, for the schedule for the regular season. 8, okay. Okay, you got only 8 races for the regular season. How important, or how much pressure goes on during these races, you know, because you got to have a good run pretty much every week to really get into the chase?
I'm sorry, 1 second.
No problem.
I got a lot of chatter.
Oh, no problem, buddy.
All right, sorry, ask that question again.
Okay, so I was asking you, how much pressure is it, being that this is a Scrambler Series with only 8 races in the season until we get to the playoffs? How much pressure goes into, you know, these races coming in with only 8 races on the season?
It definitely adds a lot of pressure only having so many races, and you know, thankfully we do have one drop week throughout the regular season, so that one bad race can be thrown away. You never want to use that. You still want to be able to not have to worry about, oh, thankfully I have that drop week. So it does add a lot of pressure, especially where we're doing different cars, different, you know, the truck. We're mixing between all 3 of them. Definitely, you got to be on top of your game everywhere. I definitely spent a lot of practice time today trying to make sure I wasn't going to be losing it off every corner here. So hopefully all that practice time works out. All
right, man. Go out there and see if you can continue off where you did last week and hopefully pick up a win. Good luck, man.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. That was Joshua Buckley. He's going to be starting, I believe, back in the 9th position as we take a look at our grid. Starting grid for tonight, James Skelton gets the pole here. James Heater will start in 2nd in row number 1. Back in row number 2, starting 3rd, 64, Jason Wells. I keep getting that mixed up. DJ Anderson, last year's season champion and this race winner, will start in 4th. Keep your eye on that 51 car. He was my pick to win tonight. Back in the row number 3, we got starting in 5th, the 33 of Eric Johnson, alongside the 926 rookie Joe Burchett from Overtake Motorsports will be driving the Toyota. Another Toyota will roll off in row number 4, back in 7th, 25 of Andy Lee, followed by Max Terriot. Max actually was really fast last week. We'll see if he's able to keep that momentum up this week. However, unfortunately for him, he had some bad luck towards the end of that race, but we'll be watching that very closely. Back in row number 5, Joshua Buckley, just spoke to him, and William Lone driving the Ford number 11 car. Back in row number 6, we got Trent Potter and Jeremy Patterson, who will be rolling off in 12th in the number 38 Ford. Back in row number 7, starting 13th to 59 of Bruce Potter, alongside Richard Murdoch in that 0-1. Could see some guys back here a little bit further actually work their way up and have a good run in this race. Here's Jack Walls starting at 16th. He could be one of them guys that has a good run. Daniel Haney, another one. Brian Phillips, very capable of it as well. There's Joshua Butler, Leo Bordage in row number 10. Row number 11, we got Eric Tallant and Kevin O'Brien. And row number 12, Danny Wellen. So we're about to get this race started. It is James Patterson, or DJ Anderson, sorry, starting up in row number 1. He's choosing the outside line as we get ready to go green here at New Hampshire. I love that number 18 car, by the way. The Caramels paint scheme is so cool. Let me know in the chat, who do you think gets the win? 90 laps scheduled as we work through turn number 4, and pace car is going to drop in. We are Green flag here at New Hampshire. The Red Light Racing Series week number 2 underway as the 86 already out front by about 2 car lengths over that 18 car. Going to open up the door on the outside for the 51 now as he jumps up and takes the spot. That is DJ Anderson. Remember, we spoke about him. We know he's going to be faster tonight. Coming off turn number 2, you can already see a lot of guys fighting for position. To the ends outside, Joe Burchett looking to put a pass on that 18 car. There goes the 64. He runs a little high. Going to be okay for now. I did mention we're going to get a look at the weather. We'll go ahead and do that now. Air temp at 89 degrees, wind speed out the west at 15.59 miles an hour. This is realistic weather as you see the 64 going a little high. 116 degree track temp, very hot track temp, so them tires could play a big issue here in New Hampshire. And it's no surprise that it is hot. They base it off real weather, so it could be, you know, a very slick racetrack out there right now. A little bit further back, here comes the 64 out on the high side. He just loses that spot as well, falling back to 8th place. Now, right behind him is Joshua Buckley. We'll take a little bit further look in the field. Trent Potter looking to the inside here on the number 83 car of Jack Wall. Is not going to be able to do it. Right in front of them, you see the 38, Jeremy Patterson and Richard Murdoch working near each other as we come off turn 2 down the back stretch. 0-1 on that inside, looking to try to slide up in front of the 83. Not going to be able to do it. Jack Walls with a big run. Really, your high line is going to be your friend. Your low line, sadly, that ain't where you want to be like normal tracks. And it looks like Jack's going to be able to actually slide in front of the 0-1, so that's going to push Richard back to the 13th position. Take a little bit further look back than this. We'll go all the way back to 21st spot. We had 25 drivers, by the way, start the race. Everybody right now pretty much single file through the field. With the exception of the 65, you see him right up there in front of these guys, and never mind. I was looking at somebody else. I apologize. James Skelton still out in the lead, followed by DJ Anderson, James Heater, Joe Burchett. Pretty much single file all the way through the top 10, and then it really gaps out right here about 10th place. It's William Long in the 10th spot. Started back in the 10th spot, currently running in that same position. Right behind him, Jeremy Patterson in the 38 car. Looking to the outside of that number 11, William Long, as we come off turn number 2. So far, clean and green, which is very surprising. I thought we'd have a few cautions here early. I did expect one long green flag run, but it's very surprising to see us going green this long. I'll probably wind up jinxing that by saying that, but so far so good out front here early on. Battle for the 18th spot. Or the 19th, I'm sorry, and the 18th. The 99, trying to hold on to that, is Joshua Butler in the 99. To the inside right now, that 5 Eric Talent looking underneath Keith Haney. Keith going to have a good run on the high side, going to be able to take back that spot. Move Keith up to the 19th spot. Started back in 24th position and already up 4 spots from where he started. Make that 5 spots from where he started. As he looks underneath the 99 now, going down the straightaway, should be able to clear him. Push Joshua Butler back 1 spot and push Keith Haney up 1 spot. Remember, Keith already has a win coming in this season. Max Terriot already on the move as well, up to 5th after starting back in 3rd. So he's already up 3 spots right now, right behind Joe Burchett. And right behind him, you see that Rockstar car. Then that's the number 33 of Eric Johnson, currently running in the 6th place. Watching this battle just a little bit through here. This is actually about a 3-car battle. You see that 25 slowly starting to creep up. That's Andy Lee, who started it back in 7th. He's slowly working on the back bumper right now, up to 33 of Johnson. Here comes the leaders off turn 4. You see that from our pit road camera. Pretty cool looking shot there. You can see how single file they are right now. Not a lot of passing going on at the moment. Everybody just logging laps. See Keith Haney getting by there. That's going to move him up another spot. Keith right now our biggest mover, up to 17th now, up 7 spots since the start of this race. Started back in 24th, up to 17th. Slowly starting to find some momentum here as he works off turn number 2. He's going to set his eyes on this guy, Brian Phillips, who's not very far ahead of him. Brian started back in 18th spot. He is actually up 2 spots, so he's moving in the right direction as well. Back here is the 907 car. It's another rookie. He actually had to make a pit stop, and not sure what for, but he is not currently a lap down. We'll be watching him very closely. He started up in the 20th spot, back in 25th now at the moment as this race continues on. Green flag. And the closest battle right now is right here between these two guys, the 33 of Eric Johnson and Andy Lee in the 25. You can also see that 64 slowly trying to work his way back up. He's actually one of our biggest losers at the moment. Has lost the most spots. I don't want to say loser. That's probably a wrong, bad choice of words. 5 spots. As you see that 25 getting around to 33. That is a battle for 6th place as the 33 got loose coming off turn number 2. That is one thing we're going to have to keep our eyes open for. We're going to see that time and time again. High above the blimp cam, you can see the distance between these 3 drivers. The 64 right now between these 3 has been the fastest the last few laps by is Jason Wells, and currently still in the 8th spot. You can see him right there in that green Logitech car, trying to slowly work his way up, trying to gain everything he can. Comes in here on the knot in the, let me look and see exactly what place he is. We'll get to complete standings. Find out where Jack is on the points. Or Jason, I'm sorry. Currently tied for 6th right now on the points. He actually did have a top 10 last week. So he's trying to improve on that run from what he had a week ago. There was a big wreck towards the end of that race last week, and it got a lot of guys mixed up. James Heater gets around Joe Burchett for 3rd place, so move James up an extra spot. Joe back to the 4th spot. As you see the 51, DJ Anderson gets a little loose coming off turn 4, or turn 2. As we watch this, he was right behind the 86. Right there. Woo, good save by that 51 car. We stay green here. Our top 5 will give you the fastest times at the line. Last time by, it was James Skelton, the fastest, followed by James Heater, and then Joe Burchett, your top 3 fastest out in the field. Looking through back a little bit further, Keith Haney, also one of the fastest out on the field. James Patterson is another one of them in that 38 car, followed by that 11, who is in the top 10. Joshua Buckley trying to work up to Jason Wells. This is a battle for the 8th spot. Remember that 64 started up in 3rd and has fallen back to the 8th spot. So he's dropped 5 spots from where he originally was, but trying to work up and get them spots back. And I'm sure we'll see him back in the top 5 here probably sooner than later. Side by side, here comes the battle for the 12th spot. The 01 has it. Richard Murdoch, followed by that 83, Jack Wells, Trent Potter also, and Kyle Souza also in this mix. So we got 4 cars right now battling for that 12th spot. And right behind him, Keith Haney up another spot up to 16th after starting back in 24th. Riding on board right now with Trent Potter in that number 17 car, the Ford. One of a Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s paint schemes, really cool. going down into turn number 1. Out of this little group right here, the fastest right now is Kyle Souza in that number 30 car, a 32. Actually, I apologize. The fastest is Keith Haney with a 31.442. As you see him work up on the back bumper of the 17 car. Keith, one of our biggest movers in the race so far, just worked his way into the top 15, has gained 9 spots since the start of this race. Now looking to the inside. Going to be tough to make that pass on the inside. We'll see if he's able to do it. He's got the bumper out in front right now. Going to have to slide up in front of that 17. He's going to get a run on both of these cars. He does pass the 17, but does he clear him? Yes, he does. As we go down this back stretch here and Loudon, looking into turn 3, he's going to be working on the 83 now. Jack Walls. Keith right now, a big-time mover up in his field, will now move up another spot. Give him up to 13th. Wow, up 9 spots since the start of that since the race, since the green flag is dropped. Andy Lee currently starting to work on Max Terriot just a little bit. He's been faster the last couple of laps. We'll be watching this. Looks like Max may have a lap car right here in front of him. He does. That is Lee Bordage, currently 1 lap down. As you see the 25 trying to use that lap car to his advantage. Oh, who was that? I believe that was Joshua Buckley got a little loose. Let's take a replay at this. Watch this save. Woo! Great driving there. These guys are pretty. I'm very impressed at how green this league really is. This has been one of the cleanest leagues, with the exception of Go Fast, who's also very clean that we broadcast. Very clean leagues that we broadcast here on the TRN network. And here we go, the 907. You see him. He is a lap down. This could be an issue. We go down into turn 1. He's going to go high. You see that 25 now with a little bit of rear bumper damage on the back end. These guys do have 1 fast repair, so we'll be keeping that in mind as we work lap number 24 here out of the scheduled 90. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. If anything changes, we'll come straight back right away. We'll be back in time for pit stops.
Hi guys, I'm Scott Speed, driver of this amazing Volkswagen Beetle GRC car. I got good news for the iRacing fam. We got this coming in. I'm currently working on it myself personally to make sure that it is as accurate as possible. With the addition of dirt and now this mean car, it is going to be so fun. And it's going to be available free to all the iRacing members. Personally, I can't wait to get out there and race you guys on it.
Back here at New Hampshire, the Red Light Racing Series is looking clean and green so far after 28 laps. You see the 33 right now of Eric Johnson riding behind this battle up in front of him as Max Terriot and Andy Lee. We knew this battle was going to come eventually. Will the 42 of Max Terriot be able to hold off that 25? He chooses the high line. He will this lap. Oh, as the 25 gets a little loose on the inside, working through the back stretch. So Max right now is okay for now. As the battle up front is really starting to close up a little bit. Here we go again. The 51, DJ Anderson, slowly being chased, or being the pursuer, I guess, of James Skelton as we work through turn number 2. You can also see behind that number 18 of James Heater slowly starting to catch up. And Joe Burchett, you see him starting to come into the picture as well. Last couple laps, it has been the 18 car who has been the fastest out of these top 5 so far. Lap car could play an issue. That is the 921 car, rookie Denny Wellen, who's going to go up to the high side and let them go. So that now will be 3 cars a lap down. Eric Talent, the number 5 car, has made a pit stop as well. Green flag pit stops underway. Jason Wells, Joshua Butler coming down pit road. I expect a lot more of these guys to come down. This could be in a segment of 2 stops. We should see some guys come in here. The 86 looks like he's going to be coming down pit road, followed by Joe Burchett. And a bunch more. The 42, the 25, the 2. Green flag pit stops have begun here in New Hampshire. We'll keep it updated as we watch these cars come down pit road. It will be the 86, James Skelton, on pit road first. And DJ Anderson coming down pit road. Right now, James Heater is still out. The 99 on pit road as well. You just seen him leave. Four tire stop for the 86. 4 tire stop for the 926. And here we go, out and away. So now that turns the lead over to this guy, James Heater, the driver of the 18 car, who we expect on pit road any time. And I want you to look how much rubber is being put down. When we first started, here comes the 18 down pit road. Eric Johnson's going to take over the lead here. But when we first came down pit road, or when we first started the broadcast, there was no rubber. That is one cool thing about iRacing, is how much rubber really gets placed into these corners. You can see that dark groove right in the center, especially on exit, right there where they're at now. You can really see that coming off the turns. It's really cool looking. Watching Eric Johnson, the driver of the 33 car, who just got passed by the 64. He's going to be on pit road here, I would guess probably this lap. As he goes to the inside here, he comes down pit road. So this is all going to turn it back over. Actually, Keith Haney is on pit road as well. Kyle Souza staying out right now in the 30 car. We'll see. The 30 right now, Kyle Souza still staying out under green flag. 34 laps have been completed. Just let what you know what he's running. He's running 31.64. And our fastest driver, DJ Anderson, a 30.69. So about a second difference. And actually, this time by, he was a lot slower. Sorry about that. I was on about a 5-second replay. I apologize. But Kyle right now, Bruce Potter coming down pit road. Kyle Souza, Jack Walls has not pitted. Brian Phillips, Daniel Haney, and Kevin O'Brien have not pitted. So your top 5 have not pitted yet. Everybody else has. Here's the 94 of Kevin O'Brien and the Caterpillar. Should be coming down pit road as well. Pretty cool looking paint scheme on that. And he's going to come down now. So he will give up that spot to DJ Anderson, James Shelton, Joe Burchett. All takes that spot away. So it's down to 4 now who hasn't pitted. You know, one interesting fact that this could actually happen, and I know this is probably a long shot, if something happens, this 30 can stay out until lap 45. That's probably a long stretch, but if he can do it, he can make it on 1 stop. Don't think we're going to see that happen because that's a pretty big stretch, but we'll see. Still 4 cars haven't pitted. You can see some of the cars going around him. That is the difference between old tires and new tires. It looks like the 30 could be coming to pit road. No, he's going to stay out once again. As we watch Kyle Souza, Jack Walls comes down pit road from the 4th spot. As the number 30 Ford Fusion, we wait to hit pit road, and he's going to come this time. So we'll see if Brian Phillips follows him. And it looks like he will, and Daniel Haney should. No, the 39 is going to stay out. So Brian Phillips will take the lead as we ride on board with him. So now it's down to 2. Brian Phillips, Daniel Haney, who has not pitted. See if the 39 brings it down this time. And it looks like he's going to. Daniel Haney, if he brings it down, he's going to as well. So all this is going to cycle over to the number 51. DJ Anderson, who is now leading by a little bit bigger of a gap, I guess. Remember DJ winner last year at New Hampshire, looking to try to go back-to-back at New Hampshire. Last time by, he was a little bit slower compared to James Skelton. Battle for third. James Heater, Joe Burchett. That was a good lap that time by our top 4 guys, all within the 31 zeros. James Skelton with a 30.9. That is pretty fast, especially with how much rubber and how hot this track is. Battle for 13th. The 17 takes it away. Trent Potter takes it from Richard Murdoch. We're going to jump back up to Joe Burchett and James Heater. One of our closest top battles out on track. Make sure you all check the description and go check out Red Light Racing and find all your information there, points and everything. And make sure y'all follow and subscribe, and you'll be able to see this every Tuesday night. Here's a big cluster of cars. Some of these are lapped down. Max Terriot's leading this little group. The 25 would be next, who is in 7th. And then you got that lap car right in the middle. That is the 55 of James Haney. That 81 also is 1 lap down as well. As you see, he's back in 22nd. That is Daniel Haney. Big battle here before 7th. The 25 to 33. As we look almost at 3 wide coming off turn 4. Great racing here. Joshua Buckley is just looking on, hoping that nothing happens. We got a wreck on the front stretch. Caution flies. James Haney goes around into 55. There we go. The 33 gets into the side of him, and around he goes on the front stretch. Take one more look at this. Oh, looks like the 55 may have came down a little bit. I believe he does have a fast repair, so we'll have to wait and see if he uses it, which I'm sure he probably will. So caution comes out for the first time here at New Hampshire. And DJ Anderson currently your leader as we work lap number 46 out of the scheduled 90. Very impressively went that long. It's amazing. We'll be watching the pit stops. We will get an interview here under caution. We'll be pulling in DJ Anderson, who is out front right now. Possibility we may see somebody stay out. Somebody like Brian Phillips, who is 1 lap down. He's going to actually get to wave around. He's your lucky dog. Right now we got 17 cars on the lead lap. So what this is going to do is put us right at the edge of field limit. That's going to be close. I don't know. We may have to see pit stops again. Could be a field mileage race if we stay green. But pit stops underway right now. Everybody looks like they get in cleanly. And we are down and away. 51 will render race off pit road, followed by the 86, the 96, or the 926, sorry. Fastest pit stop out of all of them was DJ Anderson with the 13.12. 13.12, yeah. Alright, let's see if we can get DJ in here. Hey, DJ, you got a copy?
I got a copy.
Man, currently first right now. You won this race last season as well. 9 laps so far. How tough is it out there?
It's pretty slick out here, especially off of 2. Turn 4 is not too bad, but I think the longer we run, the slicker it gets. I know I'm kind of surprised we went 45 laps
45,
there without caution. So hopefully I can keep it up. I know my teammate James is fast. I guess we got off the road a lot faster than he did, so hopefully we'll go green to the end here and maybe we can bring it home.
Yeah, just to let you know, your total time on pit road was 36.2 compared to James' 37.2, so a second difference there on pit road. A little bit about this track. We know it's a flat track, and one thing I was questioning was fuel mileage. We've seen you all go about between 40 laps before that first stop. You think that fuel stop right here will get you to the end?
No, I think running hard every lap will probably get you about 37 to maybe 39 laps max. So I think everybody's probably going to have to stop for fuel unless they try to run really slow.
Right. All right, man. We'll get out there and see if you can put this thing back in victory lane again for the second time. Good luck, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
That was DJ Anderson, last year's season champion. He is out front right now, leading at New Hampshire. See James Heater right there. That's who he was just talking about. We was looking at the pit road speeds. I think we're about to double them up. I was going to bring in another interview, but we ain't going to have time for that. I don't think anyway. Let me see. Pace lights still on? They are not, so we're about to double them up here. And get ready to go back green. I'm very impressed right now, though. I'm surprised we went that long with only 1 caution flag. I'm going to be completely honest. I thought we would have 3 or 4 at least during this race. So, pretty cool to only see that many during this. So, like I said, we're about to go back green. And it is the 51 who chooses the outside lane here at New Hampshire. No surprise there. That's going to put his teammate James Heater behind him. Remember, last time we seen someone on the inside, it did not work out on the restart. So we'll see what happens here. Got to be careful for wheel spin, especially with how much rubber's laying down on this track now. And as hot as it is, you can get wheel spin. Pace car pulls in. Green flag is back out in the air. And we're racing back again at New Hampshire. 29-26 is a wheel spin. 86 gets wheel spin. Seen him get a little sideways there. That's going to allow them to fall way back. As you see the 42, the 33, all of them drive by. Contact with the 86 and 42. Max Terriot, James Skelton. As we watch the battle here, this is for third place. The 86 gets a little loose, entering the low side. Everybody trying to get to that high side, which is where you need to be. You see that 926 Joe Burchett right there on the low side as well. He's trying to get up in. He's going to slide up in front of Jason Wells. Forces his way up into the inside or outside groove, which is where you need to be. So that's going to make Joe, he goes from 4th to 6th, and that makes the 86 go from 2nd all the way back to 4th. Now you got James Heater being worked on by Max Terriot. We'll take another look further through the field. Here's the 17, Trent Potter, working on the inside of the 83 of Jack Walls and trying to move up and not going to be able to do it. William Long also to the inside right now, working on that number 38 car. And that's going to open the door for that 01 Richard Murdoch to go out to the outside as well. He may be able to get a run here at the exit of turn 2. As we continue green here, 52 laps are complete here in New Hampshire. You also, that 38 still battling to try to keep this 11 behind him. Here comes William looking back to the inside, going down into turn number 3 and 4. Single file pretty much in front of them. Williams doing a good job of using these tires early to try to get everything he can. I don't think he's going to be able to get up here to 38 because here comes the 01 of Murdoch looking to the outside once again. And he's going to slide up in front of Richard. We got 21 cars currently on the lead lap. To me, it's all about the restarts, man. You really got to put yourself in position to be on the outside lane at the start. If not, you're going to lose a few spots. Personally, if it's me, if I notice things start getting a little crazy, I think I may even give up a spot to be on the outside lane. Woo, the 926 gets a little loose. Joe right now tied for third in points with Jason Walls, I believe. Or I'm sorry, Jack Walls. That's who he's tied with. I apologize. He's back in 15th right now. Not having the greatest of night. Joshua Buckley currently in second in the points, trying to keep this 87. Keith Haney, who we spoke a lot about tonight, has already moved up 14 spots since the drop of the green flag, and we don't have very many more laps to go. 60 or 35 laps to go once we hit the line. Pretty impressive. Here comes the 11 once again. I think he may have him this time. Side by side. We go down into turn 3. And he will take that spot away, I think. Yes, he will. The 11, William Long, finally able to work around Jeremy Patterson, who put up a heck of a fight. Don't know if he's quite done yet. As we look on, still watching this 11 car. Max Terriot up to third. So far, like I said, as we take a look at our race summary, we do have 6 lead changes, but only 1 caution so far for 4 laps at New Hampshire in this Cup car. That's very impressive. I want to mention that most guys in this league are all A class, with the exception of about 5 of them. They're all B class. So everybody in here has got an idea of how to drive this car, and I think that's what makes great Cup Series leagues and all that. And I love broadcasting Cup Series. It's one of the funnest races, I think, to broadcast. So very cool to be able to see this, especially when there ain't many cautions. I love broadcasting that. A little bit further back, Joe Burchett trying to hold on to that spot. Going to be able to hold on to it for now, as it was Jason Wells that looked to the inside there. And also the 25 of Andy Lee was right behind him. Outside row, very where you want to be. The inside, so hard to pass, especially here on the low side, where there ain't a lot of, I guess you say, where you can't carry the speed out. As you see, once again, the 64, Jason trying to get the run on the inside, not going to be able to do it on Joe. Joe Burchett from Overtake Motorsports. Now the 64's got to run on the outside and not going to be able to get there. Oh, Joe scrapes the wall a little bit coming off turn 2. Not sure if it done any damage. He does get a little bit there on his right front fender. Not a ton. I don't think it'll hurt him. But right now he's trying to hold back this 64 as we got a pass up front, side by side. The 42 and the 86. James Skelton trying to take that spot back. The 42 goes wide. That's going to allow 2 spots. You also see Max Terriot with a lot of right front damage, left front damage. Also, you see Jason Wells trying to hold back Andy Lee. Andy in that number 25 car working the outside. Should have the preferred line. Exit of turn 4. And Andy Lee, oh, the 64 is coming down pit road. Early pit stops. I like the call. It's a very, I'm going to use the word aggressive call, because everybody we know have to pit one more time. I like the call to go ahead and do it. If we get another caution, it could mix things up, as we got Kevin O'Brien also on pit road. A little bit further back, William Long. See him there running in the 10th spot. Just checking where our closest battles are. Here we go. This is the 30 car of Kyle Souza, Joshua Butler, Brian Phillips, Daniel Haney, and many more. As the 81 gets a little loose right in front of the 907 of Leo Bordage, or is it Bordage? And the 17 on pit road now. And it looks like Joe Burchett coming down pit road now. He realized that he will have enough to make it to the end once they pit. So he's going to come down and go ahead and take 4 fresh tires. I like the call. I like going to go ahead and pit early. We'll see how it plays out at the end. Also, Jeremy Patterson on pit road. DJ will probably start taking notice that some of the cars that's up there towards the top 10 are starting to pit. And I would be surprised, or I wouldn't be surprised if we see more guys follow Joe and a lot of them down pit road and go ahead and get that taken care of. Slowly, James Heater slowly starting to catch up a little bit to DJ Anderson, who James has been faster the last couple laps. About 2/10 gap right now between first and second. And that gap really closes through turn 4, it seems like. This time by, it is DJ a little bit faster. However, the fastest car out on the track was James Skelton last time by, back in the number 86 car. Andy Lee has on pit road as well. Let you know about fresh tires. Well, these guys are actually still running pretty fast. 31-second lap last time for DJ Anderson. Joe Burchett's last lap was a 31.0, so about 4/10 faster last time by for fresh tires versus the tires they got. 22 lap tires right now on DJ's car as we are coming to 20 to go. Definitely still a one-stop race unless we see somebody try to stretch it, which would be a very long shot. It's about 42, 43 laps. We haven't seen nobody really do it that far yet. I'd be very surprised to see somebody do it now, especially already when we already tested that pretty much before. I think the most we've seen. We got another car on pit road. Brian Phillips coming down pit road. William Long coming down pit road. Bunch of cars making green flag pit stops. And I expect more to happen anytime. I like the idea of going to go ahead and pit early and get it out of the way. Some more cars on pit road as everybody's cycling through right now. Max Terriot hitting pit road. And looks like I would expect to take a fast repair. I'm waiting to see. You can see his stop right now. And it looks like he would not use a fast repair. He may have already used it. Or he accidentally had it clicked off and wasn't paying attention. I don't really know, but he's going to be down in the way. Damage still on the left front of that car. Keith Haney on pit road. So most of our guys have stopped besides 8 cars right now. Your top 8 have not stopped currently. DJ still leading the way. Richard Murdoch on pit road. I'm wondering, James has backed off quite a bit. I'm wondering if there's a possibility that he could be saving something here. I don't think so. No, he's coming to pit road. So your second place coming down pit road, James Heater in the number 18 car. Going to go ahead and put his pit stop behind him. We'll see if how it plays out. As we got 15 laps to go. Once the leader hits the line. DJ trying to hold on to pick up his second victory here at, and caution flies. Wow. This changes a lot of stuff. Not sure who is around. I'm waiting to see. Was it Daniel? No. Not sure what the caution was for, guys. I'm looking to see if I see anything. Do not see the cause of the caution. Huh. I'll see if I can get it. Do not know the cause of the caution, guys. I apologize. It wasn't 59. I have no idea who it was. So pit road is going to be open. You're going to have your lead lap cars come down. A lot of guys are going to have to stay out because they're a lap down. I believe Andy Lee will be your lucky dog, I think. No. That may have been your caution too, because he's got a lot of damage. We'll see if we can find out. Sorry about that. I'm trying to find the cause of the exact caution. I believe it was, I don't know. Don't really know what it was from. Anyway, James Heater going to stay out. He's going to be your leader. So he got lucky. The caution came up while he was on pit road, did not go a lap down, and will take the lead from the 51 of DJ Anderson. So the cause of the caution was the 25 of Andy Lee. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a replay of where he went around, but that definitely was the cause of it. As you see, guys making a pit stop. See how all this plays out. It hurts guys that pitted early on in the run. We do know that. So let me set it up. James Heater, DJ Anderson, James Skelton, Jack Walls, and Kyle Souza, your top 5. And apparently he did wreck on the back stretch. Sorry, I can't go back that far now because this thing only lets me go back so far. So I apologize for that. And I think we're about to double them up. I was going to get an interview, but I don't think I'm going to. This time anyway. And we are. The 18 going to choose the outside line, I believe. How about Jack Walls, though? Not having the greatest of knots, but up in 3rd right now. Very impressive. Jack, I believe, actually started a little bit further back. Started back in the 16th spot. So he's definitely up in the right spot. A couple of these guys that was back there are currently up in the top 5 or top 10 now. As we get ready to work our second, or at the end of the second caution, it is going to be how many laps is that? 12 laps to go? Yeah, 12 laps to go. It is James Heater currently your leader as we work off turn number 4. Green flag going to be displayed. Whoa. Delayed green has been issued as well, so they are allowing the cars to catch back up. That was the wave around. So we are going to put the pace car back out for one more lap. So 2 Kyle Busch paint schemes are leading this race. That's interesting. He's pretty good at New Hampshire. Watch for wheel spin. You see that 51 going back and forth trying to get the rubber off. Could be an issue, as this track is very well known for wheel spin. We've seen it time and time again, even in real life racing, and it happens on iRacing as well, especially with as much rubber as down on this track. So the pace car about to drop in. James Heater looking to try to get his first win of the season. Pace car is in. Green flag about to be displayed, and we are green flag back here again at New Hampshire. And a little bit of wheel spin on that inside row. A lot of cars did not get going. Somebody's blinking in the middle. Not sure who that is. This could be an issue. As we watch and see, here comes the run off turn number 2. Looks like James Heater going to be able to take that spot. Here comes that 86 of James Skelton looking to the inside of the 83. 51 with a big run through the turn number 3 and 4. Almost got into the back bumper. Coming off turn 4. .51 trying everything he can do to get by him. Not going to be able to do it. Yep, 64 is around. Caution flag flies. Jason Wells goes around. Did he have help? The 99 was behind him. He did. 99 puts the bumper to the 64 and moves him out of the way. And that can't make you too happy. The 99, Joshua Butler moves the 64. And we'll line them up and do it again. I don't think we could see some guys come down here. I don't think we will. But people like Joe Burchett, Max Terriot, Keith Haney, Joshua Butler all have old tires. William Long. I don't think we'll see it. But there is that possibility we could see some guys possibly stop here. James Heater's got 8 laps on that set of tires, 6 laps on DJ Anderson. He's looking to come in, not going to do it. Joe Burchett, I believe, going to be the first one to come in. He is. Wow. Joe Burchett comes in. Everybody else stays out. The 17 comes in. So from 13th back comes in, with the exception of just a couple cars. Wow. Very surprised to see Joe coming in this late in the race. But I guess new tires are way more... I don't know. I can kind of see that, but we'll see how this plays out. Let's see if we can find Jack Walls. He is in here. Let's bring him in. Hey, Jack, you got a copy?
10-4.
Man, right now you're back in 3rd place. If you don't know, by the way, I'm the broadcaster, just to let you know. Right now you're back in 3rd place. You're going to be up on the outside, which is where most people want to start. Well, actually, you're going to be on the inside. I apologize. You're going to be on the inside. Do you think you got something for these leaders up there in front of you?
Hell no. I hated to see that caution come out.
You're currently, you didn't have the greatest qualifying. You're back in, you started back in 16th. You're up to 3rd. Would you be happy with the top 5 finish here?
Oh, sure I would. I'll be happy with the top 10.
Man, it's been fun to watch you. I know that you've had a little bit of, run-ins here and there, but so far you kept your car clean and looking good out there, so go out there and see if you can get a top 3, buddy.
Yeah, no damage so far, no points, so
Look
my
good.
car's in great shape, so we'll see what happens.
Good luck, man. Go out there and see if you can get the win.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, buddy. That was Jack Walls. pretty nice guy. First time I ever interviewed some of these guys. Just to be honest, there's a lot of guys that I don't know in the league. I want to make sure I point that out. So it's a little bit me getting used to them and them getting used to me and stuff like that. So we'll see how this plays out. This finish should be very, very interesting. The next flag will end it. The first car with fresh tires is back in 12th. Jason Wells, Richard Murdoch took 2 tires. Joe Burchett took 4 tires back in 14th. So we'll see how all of it plays out. I don't know. This could be very interesting. It's going to shake the points up a lot, I think. Remember, 12 cars get into the chase. This is only an 8 race schedule until the chase. So it makes things very unique. And it is a Scrambler Series. Next week we go to Las Vegas in the trucks. And I can't wait to go there. I love Las Vegas. It always makes for fun racing. Especially with these guys. I'm very anxious to broadcast that race. So we'll see. The car's working on the backstretch right now. The next caution flag will end it. James Heater, currently your leader, on that high side, has led 10 laps. Right beside him, DJ Anderson, who has led 38 laps. Last year's season champion, last year's winner at New Hampshire. But he's going to be stuck on the inside. So we'll see how this plays out. That 86 may be sitting there hoping a little bit of wheel spin gets that inside row. As the green flag about to be displayed. Next flag will end it. Green flag about to be waved, and we are back racing here at New Hampshire. 51 get a good start there. No wheel spin for him. We'll see if he's able to make it stick going down into turn 1. Everybody else trying to get everything they can. Side by side through 1 to 18. He's going to have the preferred line. Looks like should get to run out. Coming out of turn number 2. Oh, a little bit of moving back there in the pack. Jason Wells, you see him. We spoke about the fresh tires. We'll see how all this plays out here towards the end. Battle's going to be up for second right now. Here comes the 86. About to look to the inside of the 51. DJ Anderson trying to run down his teammate. James Heater not able to do it just yet. You see that 83 right there trying to hold on to everything. There goes the 99. He's going to go around. Big wreck. And caution flag will wave. Your winner will be James Heater at New Hampshire. We'll get a replay of that. That was a big wreck. We got cars upside down. The big one happens. Wow. One more look at this. Riding with the 94 up on that high side, the Caterpillar car. And unfortunately, it ends a lot of people's knots. So James Heater going to be your winner here tonight at New Hampshire in a very exciting race. We'll take a look real fast at our race summary, as we only had 4 cautions, and it will be for 17 laps, I believe. Not bad at all for a 90-lap race, especially here. It's a tough place. 87 laps make that 88 laps complete. 7 lead changes, and only 2 laps remaining. Your top 5 is going to be James Heater, DJ Anderson, James Skelton, who started on the pole, Eric Johnson, and Jack Walls will finish in 5th. Joshua Buckley will finish 6th. Max Terriot, Jason Wells, Joe Burchett, and Jeremy Patterson, your top 10. Keith Haney got to be a little disappointed with his run tonight. He was really fast. We know that all night. He started back in the 24th. He did finish 12 spots to the good, so that's one good thing. But unfortunately, not going to be inside the top 10. The 83's got to be happy with Jack Walls. Finished 5th. He was surprised. He said he'd be happy with the top 10. Going to finish 5th overall. Not bad at all for him. Joshua Buckley, we didn't see him a lot inside, near the top 5. We seen him back in 9th, and that's pretty much where he ran all day. Going to finish into 6th place. He's going to be happy, I think, with that finish. As the white flag being displayed. as they will finish this race under caution. 2 weeks in a row the race finished under caution. The same thing happened last week at Daytona. And the same thing going to happen once again here at New Hampshire. Everybody trying to get everything they can, and ultimately comes to a big wreck when you got old tires, new tires, 2 tires. It's just everybody trying to get everything they can. So 2 Kyle Busch paint schemes will finish 1-2. Pretty cool. We'll see who's all in the TeamSpeak as well, and see if we can get interviews with everybody, if we can. But here we go. Checkered flag going to be displayed this time, and it will be the 18 picking up the win of James Heater. Wins here at New Hampshire. 16 laps total led for that 18 car. A little bit of damage on his car, but nothing wrong with that. Trying to see who's all in here that we can interview. I think we only got DJ Anderson, I believe. We'll wait and see who all we get. You know what? DJ, did he just get disqualified? I think DJ Anderson may have just got disqualified. I do not see him now in the top 3. Showing Eric Johnson in 3rd. Okay, well, your winner is going to be the 18, who picks up the win here tonight. And we'll try to get our interviews, but it's showing DJ Anderson has been disqualified. I'm not even showing him nowhere. He's showing in 16th. As we work out this little issue, we'll see where everybody finishes. But James Heater going to pick up the victory here tonight, followed by James Skelton in the 86. We'll go ahead and bring James in. Hey, James, you got a copy?
Yeah, 10-4, I got a copy.
Man, you finished second here tonight after leading 29 laps. Started first. Overall, are you happy with finishing second? It shows you finished in second. I don't know what happened to DJ.
No, I got 3rd. DJ somehow got a black flag there at the end, so he's actually P2 and I'm P3.
Okay,
so
that's what I thought.
Yeah,
okay.
But no, overall, great race. I'm glad I got the Agent Owned Realty Toyota Camry up front. Got a good qualifying spot. Led some laps up front, and DJ got a better pit stop than me. He said on the interview that he was a second quicker, and that was the difference. And then on the restarts, you need the top side, and I didn't get it till the end, so top 3, I'll take it.
Yeah, man, this has got to be, a somewhat bittersweet. Everybody knows that you had a really fast car, and ultimately the pit stop, I believe, is what cost you to win. How tough was this place to drive tonight with his hot track temps?
No, it was really slick, so I was messing with the brake bias a little bit, getting into the turns, and I could manage that pretty good. But it was definitely really slick coming off, especially through 2, and this was the highest track temp that we've had practicing all week, so it was definitely a challenge, but fun.
Man, you still bring it home in 3rd place tonight. You got to be happy. Like I said, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I think my old boss, he was watching, Mike Lehman, so I appreciate him coming out and watching on his tablet, so thank you.
Yeah, man, for sure. That was fun to watch. Good job. Let's see if you got there and get the win next week.
10-4, thanks.
Thanks, buddy.
Yes, sir.
That was 3rd place. James Skelton. Next up, we got DJ Anderson, who does finish into 2nd place.
Yeah,
Hey, DJ, you got a copy?
I got a copy.
You actually finished in the 2nd position. It's showing you something happened with iRacing. Anyway, finish in 2nd. Your teammate finishes in front of you. Are you happy with the outcome?
Yeah, James and I running 2nd and 3rd here today. I kind of feel like we had the 2 best cars. I think Heater there win at the end. I think got lucky with that last caution and just happened to stay on the lead lap. But I was hoping to get 2 in a row here. This is my worst track in my opinion, so to be able to dominate back-to-back here is, I guess, a step forward. So we'll get one in victory lane here eventually.
Everybody knows that you're one of the best drivers in here because what happened last season from the stats. Now, I didn't get to broadcast, so we know everybody knows that you're the champion. Do you feel any type of pressure with that coming in as the champion, being that the season is so short?
Not really. It's my first championship. Kind of still hasn't really sunken in too much yet since the turnaround was pretty quick, but trying to just keep it going, and hopefully it doesn't get to me and bother me. But right now I'm feeling pretty good, and I feel like my team and we can do something down the stretch here and get a couple wins strung together and get into the chase and hopefully go for a back-to-back championship.
Yeah, that's for sure. 38 laps led tonight, finishing in second place. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to?
I guess my 2 teammates, James Skelton and Josh Buckley. Those guys helped me get better here at New Hampshire in the short track. So, without those 2 guys, I probably would not have dominated these 2 races and probably wouldn't have been the champion last season. So, got to thank them, and we'll move forward and look forward to better racing.
Man, you always make this. The last few weeks have been so fun to broadcast. So I want to thank y'all for putting on a good race. That was fun to watch, and good luck. Go out there and see if you can pick up the win next week.
Appreciate it. Enjoy you guys broadcasting, man. Love watching them after the race.
Thanks a lot, buddy. That was DJ Anderson, who finishes in second place. Unfortunately, we don't have James Heater that I see. So that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. We'll take a look at our results. James Heater into 18 picks up the first win of the season in the Toyota, followed by James Skelton and Eric. Well, actually, DJ Anderson. So keep in mind that all these numbers are pushed back one spot. DJ Anderson actually finished second, but something happened with iRacing. So as you continue to take a look through, Keith Haney will finish 12th. Trent Potter finishes 13th. So all in all, a great race tonight, guys. It was fun to broadcast. I loved broadcasting. I thought it was great. We'll be live tomorrow at 9:55 p.m. Eastern Time for the Dynasty Racing League, and should be a fun race. They'll be back here at New Hampshire in the Cup car as well. So I'm sure we'll see some more great racing like we did here tonight. So thanks everybody for watching, and talk to y'all later. God bless. Flag is in the air here at New Hampshire. Once this race continues, things can change in an instant at day 7. Thomas Jowers Jr. did get his lap back. There he goes, celebrating tonight at day